Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava, and this will be my August through October book haul. So I know it's been a while since I've done any book content. I've been recording book content. It just hasn't reached YouTube yet. So you'll probably see a lot of videos with spooky stuff and whatnot in the background way past this season because, you know, I'm a busy girl. But did you miss me? I am here to talk about some books today. Well, really, we're not really going to talk about these books too much, but I'm going to show you, what I've accumulated over the past few months. I haven't done a book haul since my birthday book haul, which was in July. So we're going to start with August and work our way down to October. All right. So first up is All of Us Villains. I have no idea what this book is about. I wasn't even going to buy this book, but I was at Barnes and Noble's. Why do I always put an S on the end of that store? It is Barnes and Noble, right? But, I'm black, so we put S's on the end of everything. Anyway, I was at Barnes & Noble, and I was at the cashier checking out, and they was having some sort of deal or something. They had some books behind the counter, and he was like, oh, you can get this book for a certain percentage off or whatever. I don't remember. But this was one of the choices, and so I chose this one. The blood moon rises, the blood veil falls. The tournament begins. Every generation at the coming of the blood moon, 7 families in the remote city of Ivernath each name a champion to compete in a secret tournament to the death. Oh, so is this going to be like one of those death game type of books, like Hunger Games type thing? Maybe. Okay. If it's like that, I might be able to get on board with this. We have Children of Time. One of my goals is to read more sci-fi. So that's why I picked this book up. I believe this is a very popular one as well. And it was one that has been on a want to read list of mine for quite some time. The last remnants of the human race left a dying Earth, desperate to find a new home. Following their ancestors' star maps, they discovered the greatest treasure of the past age, a world terraformed and prepared for human life. But all is not right in this new Eden. The planet is not waiting for them. I can't read today. I assure you, I know how to read. The planet is not waiting for them, pristine and unoccupied. New masters have turned it from a refuge into mankind's worst nightmare. Now 2 civilizations are on a collision course and must fight to survive. As the fate of humanity hangs in the balance, who are the true heirs of this new earth? We have The Dreamers. I've passed this book so many times at my local Ollie's where I purchased this from. And I always just, walk right by it. I never picked it up. But I had saw on, I think her name is Kayla's channel, Books and Lala. I think she had read this book and she was talking about it. And then when I saw it again, I remembered the things that she was saying about the book sounded interesting to me. So when I saw it again, I was like, oh, that's that book she read. So I picked it up. In this story, people are falling asleep and not waking up. One night in an isolated college town in the hills of Southern California, a first-year student stumbles into her dorm room, falls asleep, and doesn't wake up. She sleeps through the morning into the evening. Her roommate cannot rouse her. Neither can the paramedics nor the perplexed doctors at the hospital. When a second girl falls asleep, and then a third, May, who was the roommate, finds herself, I think her name is May, finds herself thrust together with an eccentric classmate as panic takes hold of the college and spreads to the town. A young couple tries to protect their newborn baby as the once quiet streets descend into chaos. 2 sisters turn to each other for comfort as their survivalist father prepares for disaster. Those affected by the illness, doctors discover, are displaying unusual levels of brain activity, higher than has ever been recorded before. They are dreaming heightened dreams, but of what? Okay, something's going on. This reminds me of Sleeping Beauties, that Stephen King book. I haven't read it yet, but just like the synopsis. And also a movie called Blindness. when suddenly everybody just started losing their sight and it sent the world into total chaos. I like those type of stories. So definitely want to read and see what that one's about. I tend to peek in little libraries whenever I see them, you know, those little libraries that be out on the streets. And I think I got this one from one of those mini libraries outside of a daycare center. And this is White Fang. I plan on reading this one with my youngest son. Right now, we are reading the Jumbies, trying to finish up the Jumbies. And then we're going to jump into book 2. And then we got a bunch of other books that we want to read together. But White Fang is on the list. I'm not sure when we're going to get to it. But this is a classic. Also picked up The Witches by the same author who wrote Matilda and whatnot. I'm not going to say his name because I always butcher his name. But another one that I am going to be reading with my youngest son. And I picked up Salem's Lot. Now, originally, I had a different version, but I put that one down and picked up this mass market paperback because it was cheaper. One of the things that I don't give a damn about is what format the book is in. Some people hate these mass market paperbacks, and that's something that I hate, is those people that hate mass market paperbacks. Like, I don't hate you, but I just don't understand why it matters. You know what I mean? And that's something I'm going to put in a video that I'm working on right now as one of my pet peeves. Like, why the fuck does it matter? Maybe, is it the size of the book? Is it because the text is small? I don't know. But, you know, either way, it's still the same words and it still gets the job done. I'm not judging. I'm not judging you. But yeah, I got this one instead because it was cheaper. And of course, this is a Stephen King story. This is a horror story. And I believe this is about vampires, which I have not seen the movie yet. And I'm ashamed to say that. And they have something new, a new movie or TV show in the works. A new Salems Lot movie or TV show. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. We're getting so many adaptations lately. But yeah, I better hop on the old one before I even think about watching the new one. Next, we have, oh God, these are a little dusty because they've been sitting on the floor waiting for me to record. The thing is, I'll buy books, but until I take photos of them for my Bookstagram or record them for a book haul or wrap up, they'll just sit on the floor and I won't put them away on the shelves until after I'm done, you know, using them for whatever purpose. So they've been sitting on the floor all this time waiting for me to get to them. And so they've gotten a little dusty. But this one is 56 Days. And I think, yes, this book is going to reference Corny 19. I think this is about two people who get together during the pandemic. And I think one of them ends up dead. No one even knew they were together. Now one of them is dead. 56 days ago, Sierra and Oliver meet in a supermarket and start dating the same week Corny 19 reaches Irish shores. 35 days ago, when lockdown threatens to keep them apart, Oliver suggests they move in together. Oh, that's not weird at all. This is reminding me of the movie Fresh. Sierra sees a unique opportunity for a relationship to flourish without the scrutiny of family and friends. Oliver sees a chance to hide who and what he really is. Today, detectives arrive at Oliver's apartment to discover a decomposing body inside. Can they determine what really happened, or has lockdown created an opportunity for someone to commit the perfect crime? And they don't tell us which one of them is dead. It might not be neither. There might be a plot twist and it won't be either of them. They want us to think that it's Oliver because they said, you know, he wants to hide who and what he really is. But it might come out that Sierra is the one who killed him. Or it's a stranger and Sierra and Oliver are nowhere to be found. I don't know. Let's read it and find out. But I probably won't get to this one until next year. Also at Barnes & Noble, I still have the receipt in here, is None Shall Sleep. Okay, let's see. I bought None Shall Sleep, 56 Days, and the two other ones that you're going to see next. at the same time. I picked it up because there was a bloody knife on the front and I like horror. Nobody's Magic. This book is absolutely gorgeous. Breathtakingly gorgeous. I don't remember what it's about. I don't feel like reading the synopsis. It's long. I know that I wanted to read it though. It was on one of my anticipated lists and it's gorgeous. So I was going to get it regardless. The next book I purchased at the school where I work, Scholastic Book Fair, of course. Now, usually I would go crazy and buy a ton of stuff at the book fair, but I did not do that this time. I think I only bought like 3 books, 2 or 3 books. And yeah, I bought 2 books. This one and the next one I'm going to show you. But this is Black Brother, Black Brother. So this is about a darker skinned black boy who feels unwanted. The students don't like him. The teachers don't like him. He knows that they wish that he was more like his lighter skinned brother. And he finds some sort of solace in a youth center when he meets Olympic fencer Arden Jones. And so as he's, you know, improving and getting better at fencing, he's also realizing that the fight for justice is far from over. Now he must confront his bullies, racism, and the corrupt systems of power that led to his arrest because he got blamed for something that he didn't do and arrested. And so this is going to be a good one for my oldest son to read. And then we'll pass it on to my youngest son as well. The next one is Finding Langston. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but of course I believe it's going to be about Langston Hughes. This next one, of course I had to get it. Of course, is Norman Reedus's book. I love The Walking Dead and I love Daryl Dixon. And so, of course, anything Norman Reedus does, touches, I want to be a part of it. This is The Ravaged. I don't know what it's about, but this cover is so him. Love this cover. Love the artwork. You know, Norman is an artist himself. This is so him. Like, this is such a Daryl Dixon book. A Norman Reedus book. I believe Norman has this tattoo on him as well. I think it's on his hand or something. I really don't care what the book is about. I had to have it. I have read the synopsis before, but I'm not going to go through it again. Just know, you know, if Norman writes a book, I'm going to read it. This one is Other People's Clothes. So in this story, 2 girls think that they are being watched by the person that they are subletting an apartment from. She is a well-known thriller writer. They are convinced that she is going to try and use their lives as inspiration for her next novel. So they start to live this extravagant lifestyle, hosting parties and changing their personas. As the year unravels and events spiral out of control, they begin to wonder whose story they are living and how it will end. Next up, we have The Project. I got receipts in all these damn books. Oh, okay. I just, you know, took the dust jacket off. It says, There is no flaw in you. This book seems to be about the story of a cult and how one girl got wrapped up in it and the sister of that girl trying to expose this group and reunite with her sister. Also, from one of the free mini libraries, I picked up Small Spaces to read with my youngest son. I also picked up A Boy Called Christmas. I think I've seen this movie before. Also to read with my youngest son. Oh, does this have illustrations on the inside? I love a children's chapter book that has illustrations on the inside. Another sci-fi book that I picked up is Stranger in a Strange Land. This is a classic, I believe. Raised by Martians on Mars, Valentine Michael Smith is a human who has never seen another member of his species. Sent to Earth, he is a stranger who must learn what it is to be a man. But his own beliefs and his powers far exceed the limits of humankind. And as he teaches groking and water sharing, he also inspires a transformation that will alter Earth's inhabitants forever. The next one. You made a fool of death with your beauty. Speaking of beauty, this cover is a beauty. This cover is so gorgeous. It's so pretty. I want to marry it. It's by Kweke Emeze, and I hope I'm saying her name right. I always say that. I don't know what this book is about, but I love her writing. So that's why I got it. I've read Pet. I started Bitter. I need to finish it. I love her writing so much. It doesn't matter what she writes. She can write the dictionary. I'm going to read it. I also got Jan Dies at the End. I especially love this version of the book because I believe this book has, different covers. But I love this cover. A drug that can destroy the fabric of reality itself falls into the hands of two small town dudes who are in no way equipped to deal with it. Will anyone make it out alive? The fact that this book has multiple sequels would suggest the answer is yes. Also picked up Ring, which I believe the hit movie The Ring was based on. This you should see in a vlog video as well, where I read a certain type of book for the month of October. So, no spoilers, but this is a horror book. And I also picked up Tiny Nightmares. These are short tales of horror. So there's many different stories in this little tiny book. And another little one that I got is 3 Days in the Pink Tower. Josie Claypool begins the summer before her senior year at a carnival, where a fortune teller with milky white eyes gives her a foreboding tarot reading. She's spooked, but nothing could prepare her for the following day when two strange men show up at her front door. Josie is kidnapped at gunpoint and brought to a pink cabin in the woods, where she is held prisoner. In her darkest moment, the fortune teller appears and gives her a deck of tarot cards, which she must cast and interpret in a fight for her life. This is speculative autofiction. The short and sweet books tend to be quite frightening, so I'm expecting good things from this one. And last, I purchased the third and final volume to Skyward, which I did finish, and you will see in a wrap-up if I ever get around to it before the end of the year. But I thought it ended on a high note. I loved the way it ended. Of course, I loved the illustrations, and it was a very great story. I would like to see this adapted into like a TV miniseries because it's only 3 volumes, but I think seeing this artwork come to life on screen would be so phenomenal. And that is it. Those are all the books that I accumulated from the month of August to October. You won't see another book haul from me until the end of the year, my end of the year book haul, which I don't plan on buying many more books. Piece of dust. But I might purchase some books for myself for Christmas, or I might receive some from family and friends. So if that happens, then you'll see another book haul from me at the end of the year. I've been trying to save money, so I haven't been purchasing as many books. But anyways, let me know if you read any of these, what you thought. Any of these that I need to prioritize and bump up on my list to read, please let me know without spoiling the book for me, please. And with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.